Everyone at this point now talks about the coronavirus, so let us talk about it as well. Now, I'm not a virologist, I'm not a scientist, and I'm not a doctor by all means. I'm just a guy who likes economics, so let's understand what is the possible economic impact that the coronavirus could have on our society. In this video, let's talk about economic stagnations and coronavirus. Hey, it's Dario and this is Divity Finance, a platform where we can share our best tips and tools when it comes to trading, investing, or finance in general. And if you love the subject, please consider subscribing. A couple of videos ago we talked about recessions and depressions. Well, the stagnation is something similar to those two effects, to those two scenarios, but not exactly the same. So let's discuss in this video what stagnation is, what the economic stagnation means, and why the coronavirus could cause one. As we can understand by the name, stagnation or economic stagnation means a period where there is no growth in the economy. In a period of stagnation, the economy doesn't grow or decreases, but a very small amount. When we have economic growth which are less than 3%, we can already start talking about stagnation. The characteristics of this moment are mainly a very high level of unemployment and also a high level of employment part-time. Those two aspects leading to less money in circulation. We already said many times that our global economy is based on the circulation of money, which is then helped by credit. When we are in a period of stagnation, people work less, therefore they spend less, and if they spend less, other people will earn less. Therefore, the economy cannot grow because there is no circulation of money. And also people will be less worthy to receive credit. Therefore, also credit is kinda blocked. All of these things though happen at a non-critical level. Non-critical in the sense that they do not cause a recession or they do not continue a recession. I talk about continuation of a recession because stagnations, period of stagnations, could mainly be found at the end of recessions. That's because when we have a recession, the economy is highly impacted. The unemployment rate skyrockets during recessions, and it's not like after the recession is ended, the unemployment rate will drop immediately and everybody is going to start spending. The economy needs time, and during that time, not all people will be employed, therefore not all people will be able to spend as much as they used to spend. Therefore the economy cannot grow at the normal rate that the economy would grow. That's also because people, and especially company, need a calm period in order to start growing. They need assurances, they need certainty, or as much certainty as they can get in order to employ new people. And if they employ new people, then the economy grows. But if they don't, because they don't feel secure, they feel a very uncertain moment, which is normal at the end of recessions, then we will have a period of stagnation. If we look at the stock market, which is kind of a reflection of our economy, because at the end of the day are the companies the ones that drive our economy, so then if we look at the stock market, we can see the period of stagnation as a horizontal period for the prices. So the prices will not go essentially anywhere. They will just go up and down in very short periods of uprun and in very short periods of decrease. An example of this is the period from the 60s to the 80s for the S&P 500. In this period, as you can see, the price doesn't move almost anywhere. It just goes sometimes up, sometimes down, sometimes up, sometimes down, and finally after the 80s it takes an upwards direction, which is the normal direction for the general stock market. Of course, the stagnation is reflected in indices. Don't try to see stagnation in single stocks. So we mainly use the big indices. The Russell 2000, for example, the S&P 500, the MSCI World, the Stocks 600, and so on. But all of this, how can be related to the coronavirus? Well, because of the coronavirus, we are all in lockdown, which means that people will consume less. If people will consume less, companies will start earning less. If companies start earning less, they start paying less their employees. This means that there will be less circulation of money in the economy. If there is less circulation, there is less people that earn money. If there is less people that earn money, there is even less circulation of money, and so on, leading to a period of recession, the one that we are entering right now. After the coronavirus will be completely defeated, or at least marginalized to a very good extent, the companies will not start hiring immediately. They will still suffer the period of recession. People will still have fear. So companies will still have fear to hire new employees. If they do not hire new employees, people will not earn as much as they used to. Therefore, they will not spend as much as they used to. So therefore, the economy will recover at a very, very slow rate. And this seems exactly a period of stagnation. Obviously, these are only hypotheses. We do not know what is going to happen because we cannot predict the future. But I think it's mainly important to know what could happen in order to be aware and to be prepared and to know what to do in the case that the event is going to happen. But in any case, I'm not an expert. I certainly do not have a degree in economics or finance. This is just what logically could happen. Obviously, this will have a very, very great impact on the entire society. Companies will suffer a lot. People will suffer a lot. Some people will not be able to pay their bills. Some other people will not be able to pay their mortgages. Some other people will lose the job for good. So the help from the government and the central banks will be crucial. And that's exactly what is happening with the bailouts from the central banks of Europe and the Federal Reserve. As said before though, I'm not an expert and the future cannot be predicted. Therefore, for now, let's stay in our homes as much as possible. But let me know what you think. Do you think that the economy will start growing fast and immediately, or do you think it's going to be a very, very, very slow recovery? Let me know in the comments down below. Also, if you haven't done it already, please, I highly suggest you subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on any further video. And also, if you enjoyed the video, please leave it a like. This is one of the few ways that I have to see if you like the video, and therefore keep posting. Nonetheless, I will see you in the next video. So how do exchanges work? What are exchanges? Why do we need them? And also why they are actually useful to us? In this video we will find the answer to all these questions, because it's very important to understand the exchanges and to understand how they operate to be able to actually understand